Hello dear friends, it's Josie and welcome to today's video vlog. I'm so happy you're here. So this video is about mediumship and I wanted to clarify some of the questions about mediumship, what it is and what it isn't. So one of the most common myths about mediumship is that somehow mediumship, the whole process of mediumship is evil. It comes from the devil and some dark side, which is completely not true. A mediumship is just a process of connecting with the spirit world. So that's it. I am a spiritual being. I am a spirit in the body. You are a spirit in the body. You are not the body, you are eternal. So when you think of mediumship that way, it becomes clear to you that communicating with the spirit world is natural. It's not supernatural at all. So many of you know my story. In 2003, I lost my father. He was healthiest man on the face of the earth, and he was hit by a car and died suddenly, unexpectedly. So when something like this happens, it changes your entire world. It changes your identity. You begin to ask different questions. And my family was grieving. We were in so much pain. When you lose someone unexpectedly, grief does not strike immediately. It may take days, months, and sometimes even years. I'm not saying you have to lose someone you love to become a medium. I'm just sharing with you my story. Now, a few years later, my friend suggested to me, go see a medium. A medium will connect you to your dad. Maybe you can speak to your father. And I was afraid of all psychics and mediums because in my Catholic mind, it was all evil and it was all bad. But my grief was much stronger than my fear. And that's what I did. I went to see a medium for the first time in my life. And the medium was able to communicate with my dad. It was so beautiful. It was so healing. From that day, my healing began. I started to heal after that session with the medium. Something changed in me. Something was different in me. I had this hope and assurance that life does not end here on earth, that there's more to life, and my dad was not all gone. I felt so happy and relieved. And if somebody tells me now that mediumship is evil, in my experience, that was my path to healing, and I'm so grateful. I'm grateful to people who really take it seriously, who learn mediumship and who work as healers between worlds, because that's who they are, the mediums. They're healers. They're helping people to heal. And some of you may be asking, but how do I know if I'm actually connected to a genuine medium? Just like it says in the Bible, by the fruits of their labor, you will recognize them. If somebody does the work of love, if a medium is actually helping people to heal, that's a really, really good sign. So feel the energy of the medium, do your research, and know, trust that mediumship, genuine, authentic mediumship, it's actually a healing work. So the second myth about mediumship is that mediums are born. They're super special, super unique people chosen by the divine to become mediums. That is absolutely not true. We are all intuitive, and mediumship is a skill. You just take your natural intuition, your natural intuitive gifts, and you work with them, you build them up. There are tools, there are specific practices that you do. And over the years, with practice, you become good at doing mediumship. That's all. So if you want to learn, there's a process, but certainly you don't have to be born a medium. So another myth about mediumship is that once you open up to the spirit world, you may become possessed by some dark, negative energy. Again, this is not quite true. If you remember that you have the free will, and nothing, no one in the entire universe can break your free will. If you give up your free will, then you are at the mercy at whatever energy. You don't have to do mediumship at all. When you are doing mediumship from a place of power and free will, you always stay in control. And that's kind of one of the rules of mediumship, that you always remain in control. So it's up to you. Do you have the control? Are you able to really put yourself in a place of power and to communicate with the spirit world from a place of power? Finally, myth number 4 is that mediumship is always about communication with the dead people. Mediumship, you are a medium, a person in the middle between this world and the spirit world. So in the spirit world, you're not just communicating with your loved ones, but you're communicating with angels. That's mediumship. You're also communicating with ascended masters, with your spirit guides, with, again, higher wisdom. You're communicating through the process of mediumship. So the process is the same, and most people do use mediumship to communicate with the departed people, but at the same time, this process can be used for channeling, for spirit communication, for healing, for everything. So here you go, guys. I hope this clarified some of the myths for you. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to ask me questions, go to my Instagram stories, and sending you lots of love. Be well. I'll chat with you tomorrow in tomorrow's video.